This last and final example is found on your homework, so I would like to work this one for you so that you have all the tools you need to complete the homework. I know this isn't a perfect system, but I am doing my best with what I have. So here is the problem. Find a polynomial of degree 4 that has zeros -3, 0, 1, and 5. And the coefficient of x cubed is -6. Now this is an extra addition that we will take care of last. But first let's talk about finding the polynomial. So that gives us all the zeros. Right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to take all those zeros. -3, 0, 1, and 5. And you want to make sure you have all the zeros, right? So a degree 4 polynomial will have 4 zeros. So here's all 4 of our zeros. So what we want to do is we want to write those zeros as factors. Right? And we had a lot of practice on that previous handout on this. So if -3 is a 0, x plus 3 is the factor. If 0 is a 0, x is the factor. I'm going to kind of sneak that x out in front. That's usually what we do with it. If 1 is a 0, x minus 1 is the factor. And if 5 is a 0, x minus 5 is the factor. So now what we're going to do with our factors is we're going to multiply them together, right? 2 at a time. I'm going to multiply these two together. I'm going to multiply these two together. When I get the results, I'm going to go ahead and multiply the answers together. So if I multiply x times x plus 3, I'm going to get x squared plus 3x. Go ahead and put parentheses around that. Now I want to multiply x minus 1 times x minus 5. So I need to FOIL this. I'm going to go ahead and do it on the side here. So first, outer, inner, last, and then I can add the like terms together. So I'm going to get minus 6x plus 5. So if I multiply these two together, I got x squared minus 6x plus 5. Right. So I need to multiply these two together. So we're going to multiply a 2-term polynomial times a 3-term polynomial. And so when I do that, 2 times 3 is 6. I need to make sure I get 6 terms down here. So I'm going to distribute the x squared to all 3 of these, right? So x squared times x squared times -6x, x squared times 5, 3x times x squared, 3x times -6x, and 3x times 5. Right. So now I probably have some like terms to add together. I have 2 different x cubed terms. So I'm going to add those together. I'll go ahead and combine my x squared terms. So I'm going to get x to the 4th minus 3x cubed minus 13x squared plus 15x here. So here's my polynomial. This is the polynomial that has all the desired zeros. But this polynomial, they wanted the coefficient of x cubed to be -6. Our coefficient is not -6, but that doesn't mean we did it wrong. Okay? If I wanted to make this a -6, I would just need to multiply by 2, but I can't just multiply one term by 2. I have to multiply the whole entire polynomial. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and multiply everything by 2 just to satisfy this extra condition. So now I have a polynomial 2x to the 4th minus 6x cubed minus 26x squared plus 30x. Right, so believe it or not, this polynomial will still have the same zeros, and it satisfied the extra condition that the coefficient of x cubed is -6. Alright guys, this is the last video for the week. We're just doing 3.2 and 3.3 this week. Next week will be 3.4, and the week after that will be 3.5. And so I hope that you're watching the videos, you're taking notes, you're completing the homework, and you'll be ready to take that quiz on Friday. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. I'm here.